Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can get business credit lines and loans, even if you are a startup, even if you have bad credit. This is going to be a free training, pretty much breaking down to you how this works and how you are able to get approved for business credit lines and loans, even if you have bad credit. Now, if you want to see more videos like this about business credit, business grants, and personal credit, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I release new videos, and also comment down below your Cash App username because we are doing a Cash App giveaway in the month of May as well. We did a Cash App giveaway for April. We're going to do it again in May. So make sure that you comment your Cash App username down below. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you will be notified if you actually win the Cash App giveaway, because it's going to be announced in a live video, or it will be a pre-recorded video showing who the winners are and everything. So again, make sure that you comment your Cash App username down below, and also make sure that you like this video and make sure that you are subscribed and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I release new videos. Okay, so what we'll cover today. So we're going to cover the loan approval formula, how to know you'll qualify before you even apply, how to get money as a startup or to grow and expand, how to get financing regardless of personal credit quality, how to get funding in 48 hours or less, also how to get the best rates and terms, and also how to beat the banks and become fundable. This is very, very important, valuable information if you want to actually get funding for your business and really start or grow a business. You definitely want to pay close attention to what I say in this video, because I'm going to be dropping some nuggets. A lot of people on YouTube talk about business credit, but here is the thing about a lot of the people who talk about business credit. Most of them will watch the bigger YouTubers and they will copy what has already been put out there. And a lot of times the vendors and the stuff that they tell you is outdated. And so if you go and try to apply for the same companies that they have mentioned before in their videos, 9 times out of 10, some of those vendors don't even report to the business credit bureaus anymore. Sometimes they stop reporting because they just don't want to, or they don't have enough demand for it, or they may have too much demand for it and they're not able to keep up. So a lot of times on YouTube, a lot of business credit videos may get a lot of views, and a lot of people will go out and apply for these particular companies not knowing what they really need to get approved for these lines of credit, and they'll end up causing the companies who are issuing credit to either raise the standards for approval because they're getting a lot of fraudulent applications, or a lot of applications with people who really don't have businesses and things like that, or it will cause them to actually shut down their business credit programs and cause them to not even want to report to the business credit agencies anymore. So that's just a FYI, that's just a disclaimer. A lot of the vendors that are talked about on YouTube don't even report anymore. And also they don't really tell you how you actually get approved for the particular vendors, lines of credit, etc., etc. So I believe that all entrepreneurs should be able to obtain capital. You should know exactly how to get approved before applying. That's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of hassle, when you know exactly what you need to get approved before you even apply. And I'm actually going to show you how you can get all of the approval requirements for all the different companies, all of the different popular credit cards, lines of credit, and stuff like that before you even apply, so that you know what you need to have, you know who reports to who, you know what they're looking for, and all of that. You should know what lenders know about you. Also, you should be able to access all funding options in one place. And we're going to talk about that again in a few minutes. You should be able to get the money you need when you need it. You should get the most money at the best terms as well. So this free training is for you if you are looking for money to grow your business, you've been denied financing or think you will be, you want the easiest and fastest way to get capital without spending more time hassling trying to figure it out yourself. Also, if you have credit issues or if you are a startup looking for money, this is for you. Also, if you're paying too much interest and need lower payments, and if you want the most money at the best terms to start or grow. So this training is not for you if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme. If you're looking to scam and try to get money fast without having legitimate documents, legitimate businesses and things like that, this is not for you. Also, if you expect money to fall from the sky with no work or qualification, this is not for you. If you're dreaming of starting a business and you're just not ready yet, you're on the fence, you haven't even wrote out a business plan, you don't have anything set in place, you don't have to necessarily have your LLC or anything set up just yet. We'll talk about how you can get all of that set up like within one day. All right, so getting money for your business is hard. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible and not like boring. So pay attention, because if you want to get money for real for your business, you need to pay attention to what I'm telling you, because I've helped a lot of people get business credit, business loans, and all of that for their business. I have verified hard proof. I have partners around the country who partner with me to help businesses get loans and things like that. I have lots of connections, so I am legit. I do have credibility, so listen up. Okay, so anyway, per the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, more than half of businesses will fail in 5 years or less. That is very, very true. A lot of people who start businesses end up closing them down. Most of the time, actually, it might be 3 years or less. But the Bureau of Labor and Statistics show that it's about 5 years for more than half of businesses. 82% of businesses fail, and they fail due to cash flow issues. Now, I learned this the hard way when I first started becoming an entrepreneur. I didn't have any credit. My personal credit was bad, and I didn't know nothing about business credit. So it's better to learn this now before you get started. Or if you already started, it's better to learn this now. It's going to save you a lot of trouble, and it's going to help save your business if you know how to keep cash flow. Also, a staggering 90% of business owners agree that the availability of loans is a problem. 51% of small business owners worry weekly about capital. All right, so in order to get funding for your business, you must have access to funding to grow your business. After the 2008 economic shift, Dodd-Frank required banks to tighten lending standards. So like in 2008, when there was an economic shift, there will be another economic shift. Matter of fact, it's already happening now with inflation and the prices and things rising up. It's already starting. So banks and lenders are getting ready to tighten up their requirements and their lending standards again. So as a result of the 2008 economic shift, alternative lending sources poured in to the lending spaces with a 25% higher approval rate than banks. And that's from the Federal Reserve study. There's more funding available today for small businesses than ever before. But most lenders only offer one type of funding, making it difficult to access what you need. There are many types of financing you may qualify for now, like revenue lending, merchant cash advances, account receivable financing, purchase order financing, startup unsecured business financing, 401k financing, securities financing, commercial vehicle financing, commercial real estate financing, equity investments, inventory financing, equipment financing, SBA loans, term loans, business lines of credit, micro loans, So you must access all legitimate business funding options in one place to get the most money at the best terms. So right here is a place where you can get access to all types of funding options that I just mentioned in one place. You also can learn how to build your business credit in 7 steps, the real way to actually build your business credit and be able to get access to lines of credit that actually report to the business credit reporting agencies. And you'll know actually how to get approved for each line of credit, each credit card, and it's laid out step by step. So in the first step, you'll learn how to create your business and make sure that it is set up to become fundable. You have to set the foundation correctly so that you can get approved for lines of credit like clockwork. It'll be so easy once you get this particular part done, and then you go through the process like it's laid out in this system. Now, a lot of people will sell you business credit ebooks for cheap, like $40, but you don't get help if you get stuck. And also another thing is, like I mentioned before, a lot of those vendors that they actually put in those ebooks don't even report to the business credit reporting agencies anymore. So places like Wise Business Plans, they don't report anymore. And then in step 2, you actually learn how to get your business reports, how to actually establish your business credit reports. A lot of people don't know how to do this. So you'll learn how to set up Dun & Bradstreet, Business Experian, Business Equifax for free. And if you have business credit reports that are already set up with the wrong information, we'll also tell you how to fix that. If you've already started and you started on your own and you may have made a mistake or two, we'll show you how to fix that. It's similar to actually fixing personal credit. And then step 3, you'll be able to start building business credit. Once you have step 1 and 2 set up, you'll be able to start on step 3 with tier 1 accounts. And with this particular system, these accounts are updated all the time. So the accounts that stop reporting, we remove them. They're removed from the system, from the business credit builder, training, and replace them with lines of credit or trade accounts that actually report to the business credit bureaus. Now I'm going to show you 3 of them here, which are some of the most common ones. 76 does still report. That's a gas card. eCredible, this is a newer one that people are starting to talk about now. They report to all 3 major business credit reporting agencies, and we'll tell you actually if we recommend that you apply for it based off of the information that you have put into the system. It automatically helps you build your business credit and tells you what you're most likely to get approved for and what you may not get approved for, what is not recommended. So Uline reports to DNB and Experian. 76, they report to DB and Experian as well. Now it's a lot more below this, but I'm not going to scroll all the way down. And then step 4, you're going to monitor your business credit reports and stuff like that. And then on step 7 is where you can actually get revolving business credit cards. And FYI, those of you who think you can't get MasterCards that you can use anywhere at any store with just business credit without no PG, there are MasterCards that you can use at any store. You can use it for advertising. You can use it for hiring people online, using, Upwork, whatever you need to use your business credit for. So honestly, going through this business credit building process and even getting accounts that you don't even need, that you don't think you need right now, you may need it in the future, because maybe you have one type of business and you maybe want to switch it over to maybe a Turo company or an Airbnb company, or you may want to add that as another income stream. If you have gas cards, that's going to help you. If you have business credit built up, that's going to help you be able to go buy fleets of cars. Now that you have business credit built up, you won't have to use your personal credit at all whatsoever. So even going through here, personally speaking, I went to get lines of credit that I really didn't need at the time, but now I'm thinking, okay, I actually can use some of this stuff like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that, because now I'm thinking about doing Airbnb and real estate, and that's going to benefit me because I have that credit there and I don't have to use my own money at all to start those businesses. I can sit there and create those businesses and pay that credit back when the businesses start making money, when the Airbnbs start making money. Also, in step 4, we also talk about, or actually show you, where to actually get cars from. You can actually get cars and vans and trucks from Ford. Ford does no PG business credit or auto loans as well. Toyota does it as well. So guys, don't listen to these people on YouTube who tell you that it's not needed. They don't know what they're talking about. You want to take as much risk off of yourself, off of your personal credit as possible. You want to put more of the liability on the business, because if something happens, that's going to mess up your personal credit and affect your personal life as well as the business at the same time. Before I get back to the slides, excuse the rant, but there are accounts here that we have that you do not have to spend money for each account. You can go through and get different lines of credit that you do not even have to spend money for up front. When you work with me and get started with me, we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. I'll tell you which ones to apply for and when to apply for it, and you won't need to spend $50 or $100 for these different vendors. You don't have to sign up for a CEO Creative or OG or Office Garner, spend $40+ at each vendor or each company. There are ways around that. Also, on step 7.2, we do show you non-reporting trade accounts. So this is going to be proof that a lot of these companies that people talk about on YouTube are not even reporting anymore. A to B, they run ads on Instagram, Facebook. Some people talk about them on YouTube. They do not report anymore. And I'm going to show you an example. If I click learn more, when you go through the system, we'll tell you whether you're pre-qualified for a particular company or line of credit or not. And we'll tell you what you need to qualify. And we will tell you who the company reports to again. So this one is not reporting right now. Sometimes they will change it and start back reporting, but at the moment, I don't believe they report at all anymore. You will need to have, like for A to B, you'll need to have a DMB number, business bank account, business license. They may ask you for the last 6 months of bank statements. You must be a LLC or C Corp, etc., etc. This is one of the gas cards that do net 7, which means you have to pay your balance off every single week. There are better gas cards out there, gas cards that actually report to the business credit bureaus, and they have longer terms than net 7. There actually is a MasterCard, a gas card that will let you do maintenance, get oil changes, get tires at nationwide companies. Also, if I scroll down here, Floor and Decor, they have net 30 and Revolving. They are not reporting to the business credit bureaus anymore. They used to, but they're not reporting anymore. Again, we tell you what you need to get approved for them. So that's it for that. It's a whole list of these companies that don't report anymore that were talked about on YouTube or in people's ebooks that actually do not report, but they're still useful if you have, you know, a particular company that needs this kind of one of these kind of lines of credit, then it still can be beneficial. Some of these banks to the business credit bureaus anymore. Okay, so back to the slides. How can you know you can get approved? You're going to use the 3 C's formula to see if you qualify. Do you have one of the 3 C's? Cash flow, good personal credit. So it's either cash flow, credit, or collateral. Now this works also for business credit because there are lines of credit lenders that you cannot get with bad. So do you have consistent cash flow? Do you manage your bank account responsibly? Do you have tax returns? Sometimes they look at tax returns. Sometimes they look at bank statements. Is your revenue and profits growing? If you're in a decline and they see that on your tax returns or your business isn't profitable, sometimes you will not get approved because of that. So here are some potential funding options when it comes to cash flow. You can get revenue lending. You can get merchant cash advances. You can get SBA loans. You can get term loans and credit lines. So when it comes to credit, things that you can get with credit alone, or if you have good personal credit, like if you want to use your personal credit and be a guarantor, you can do that and speed up the process. But if you have bad personal credit, you won't be able to be a guarantor. You'll have to use the other method, which I'll tell you about in a second. Do you have revolving credit with no history? Do you have a lot of inquiries? Here are some potential funding options. You can get startup unsecured business financing if you want to be a personal guarantor. If you have good personal credit, if you do not have a lot of inquiries, if you do not have high utilization, then you can get startup funding and you could be a personal guarantor, and it will also help you with your personal credit and your business credit. And we have a program called Credit Line Hybrid that actually helps you get multiple different business credit cards at once, up to $150,000, 0% APR for 18 months. Now, the last one is collateral. Do you have collateral under your business or under your personal credit? So business collateral or personal collateral can also get you funding. Also, if you have a guarantor, essentially a co-signer who does, you can also get that as well. So here are some potential funding options: account receivable financing, purchase order financing, 401k financing. That's a personal asset, that's personal collateral that you could use. Securities financing, inventory financing, that would be business collateral that you could use to get financing. Equipment financing, and that is also where you can get equipment for your business, but the actual equipment that you are financing will be used as collateral. So if you default, they will go ahead and take that equipment back. So you must have cash flow, collateral, or credit to get business funding. You have to have one of those three. There's no way around it. You have to have one of the three. If not, business credit is your best alternative. Now, what I showed you before, that's still credit. You still have to have credit to get credit. But we show you in step 1 or tier 1 how to get initial credit that does not require any cash flow, any collateral, or any credit. You can start with no business credit and get some of those funding options. Now, the other lines of credit that you can get that will be a lot more beneficial to growing your business, you will have to have business credit established, or you will have to have personal credit or cash flow or collateral. You can also consider these options to explore on your own: grants, crowdfunding, angel investors, venture capital. The bigger the loan, the harder it is to qualify. It's best to determine exactly what you need money for and how much specifically that you need. For example, say you need computers for your business. You can get computers with business credit without using your personal credit. You can also get office supplies, furniture, vehicles, marketing, equipment, payroll. And in total, if you break that all down and add that up, that could be potentially $62,000 in funding that you may need. So you definitely want to write down what you need money for so that you know what types of funding to go after. So you will need to improve your fundability. Make sure to set up your business where it is fundable. That is key. Some fundability factors include the type of entity you have, the type of phone number you use. You cannot use a cell phone. You'll need to have a business phone number, Grasshopper, Ring Central, eCredible. If your phone number is listed in certain directories like the 411, they look at that kind of stuff. They look to see if your phone is listed there, because that lets them know that you took the time to make your business presence known, and that makes you look credible when you have everything set up correctly. The type of address that you use can't be a P.O. box, can't be a UPS address or UPS store address. So you can't buy addresses from iPostal for $10 and use that on your applications for business credit. You'll need to have a real, either virtual office that uses a real office building and a real office suite, or you'll need to have a real office. You can get that through DaVinci or Regis. Those are the top two. You cannot use your home address because you don't look legit to lenders if you're using your home address. So the types of licensing you may have, you need to have the proper licensing for the proper types of businesses that you're running. Also, there must be congruency of your record. So all of your information needs to match on all of your records. So when you go to file for your EIN, you need to make sure that you already, this is a nugget. This is a gem. So if you stay to this part, this is a nugget. What I would do is I would buy my virtual address and my virtual phone number, not virtual phone number, but my business phone number from Ring Central, Grasshopper, wherever. Ring Central starts off at $20. It's cheap. I would get that stuff first, and then I would go file for my LLC with the Secretary of State. And I would use that virtual address or that office address, and I would use that business phone number that I just got from Ring Central and use that on the application. Then I would use that same information to go apply for the EIN so that all of the records show the same information. So every time you apply for something, you're using the same address, the same phone number, so that everything is congruent and they're able to find your information to verify you. If they cannot verify you, 9 times out of 10, you will get denied for credit. Also, the types of references you have, whether your bank account is set up. Also, make sure you have your bank account set up. Use that same information. FYI, if you get a virtual address using Regis, DaVinci, or whoever, not a postal address, not an iPostal address, because they use a UPS store and that is frowned upon by lenders. You need to get some type of virtual address from Regis because they actually use a real office building with a real suite, and you can get your mail delivered there and actually pick it up if you do a virtual office. Also, make sure that your website is set up correctly. Make sure your email is set up. Have a professional email like info at whatever domain you have .com, not Gmail, not Yahoo, not Hotmail. Again, set up your EIN number, your DUNS number. Use the same address when you're applying for the DUNS number. Same address and phone when you're applying for the BIN. So even the slightest change to one fundability standard can turn a denial into an approval. So even if you are fundable, most loan applications get denied because of potential fraud concerns, not because you don't qualify. Lenders fight fraud by matching your company against, or a company and application details against other data they have from places like, check this out, they actually look at these places. Now, if you have been watching this entire training up until this point, you're smart. You really want to learn and you're really serious. So here we go. They look at this stuff from LexisNexis. Yes, even the business lenders and credit issuers sometimes look at LexisNexis. Most people think that this is only for personal. They look at this as well when it comes to business funding. They'll match your information with LexisNexis, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, the Small Business Financial Exchange. Now, the SBA actually uses the Small Business Financial Exchange to approve you for SBA loans. A lot of y'all probably didn't know that either, because they give out a score as well. Just like Experian, just like Dun & Bradstreet, just like Equifax, just like Credit Safe, the other Equifax, check systems. They also look at check systems sometimes as well. So this is how we can help you get funding for your business. We can help you with building your business credit. Even if you have bad personal credit, we can help you with building your business credit only using your EIN so that everything is separate from your personal credit. Like I said before, previously in step 7, there are revolving lines of credit that you can get. You can get MasterCards that you can use anywhere. Unsecured MasterCards using only your business credit. I'll say it again. You can get MasterCards only using your business credit. They will not check your personal credit whatsoever when it comes to these particular MasterCards. You can use it for marketing. You can use it for anything you need to use it in regards to growing your business. You can also get commercial vehicles, trucks, vans, strictly with using business credit. So that's the first option. We're going to teach you how to build your business credit. Also, we offer financing support to actually help you get SBA loans, real estate financing, unsecured lines of credit, revenue financing. It's all inside of this business finance suite. Now, if you want access to this particular business finance suite that is going to allow you to get all types of funding in one place, you're going to be able to get coaching, training, and support to help you get credit and financing as fast as possible without you having to guess or having to try to do it on your own. And it'll end up taking 6 months to a year or even more than that to even figure it out all by yourself, and you won't even have any funding because you'll be constantly getting denied because you don't know what you need to get approved. It's better to know what you need to get approved so that way even if you start more businesses, you just automatically know what to do in order to get financing. So it's very, very beneficial. It saves a lot of time and money. So there will be a link in the description if you want to go ahead and get started with the business finance suite. All right, so we help you access all legitimate funding options in one place. So that business finance suite that I just showed you allows you to not only build business credit using just your business information, your EIN, your DUNS number. We also help you get access to many other different types of funding and financing for your business. We help you get approved for that. We have 2 different departments that are going to help. Business advisory team will assist you with building business credit. They will be there Monday through Friday from 8 to 7 Eastern Standard Time to help you with building your business credit. Any questions that you may have, if you get stuck with building your business credit, if you want to find out what types of funding you can get, they'll tell you the different options that you have based upon your business, your personal credit, or your cash flow or collateral. The finance team is a separate team. They will actually help you get these different types of funding. So revenue lending, merchant cash advances, account receivable financing, purchase order financing, startup unsecured business financing. That is also known as the credit line hybrid program that we have that goes up to $150,000. You get 0% APR up to 18 months. Also 401k financing, security financing, commercial vehicle financing. That's actually shown in step 7 of the business credit builder program, which is one part of the business finance suite. Also commercial real estate financing, equity investments, inventory financing, equipment financing, SBA loans, term loans, business lines of credit. We help you with all of that. So our finance team will help you get financing by helping you to determine the funding you can qualify right now or qualify for right now. We'll help you find the best finance products and lending sources. Work with the lenders to get you approved. Negotiate the rates and terms for you. Use the volume discounts that we get and also develop a finance blueprint and roadmap to get SBA loans. We literally help you get funding. Like, we help you get approved. We help you match up with different companies that will actually approve you, different lenders. We help you with the best rates and terms. Not a lot of companies actually do this for you. A lot of companies will just match you with lenders and they won't help you get approved, but we help you get approved. So here's a case study. Okay, so here's a case study with the OBGYN clinic owner from North Carolina. Dr. Brennan originally approached us to get $417,000 to pay off a tax lien and was in the process of closing his practice. With credit issues and no collateral, several banks had already denied him through multiple rounds of funding. He was able to get money to pay off the IRS, expand his practice, and even make a run for public office. To date, he has secured over $1.5 million in funding through unsecured financing, revenue loans, and private investor term loans. So that's a case study. This is one of many case studies on the different business owners that have been able to get help with getting financing, loans, and credit through the business finance suite. So in order to get funding for your business, you can get funding if you have any of the 3 C's that we mentioned earlier in this video. Also, access money even when you don't have any of the 3 C's. You can still do that through building business credits without using your personal credit. If you want to use your personal credit, that is optional, but you are still able to access unsecured credit cards, lines of credit, even without using your personal credit. We can help you improve all aspects of your fundability to get approved. You will never have to look for funding again. And also, the best part about this is you're going to learn a skill set, which is how to actually build business credit and how to actually go out there and get funding for your business. So even if you start a new company, you'll know what to do, and the process will be a lot faster because you already know what to do in order to get funding. And we also have additional funding options that you can access in less than 72 hours. Also, if you're in a high-risk industry, if you have a nonprofit, a startup, if you have credit issues, you can still get approved for business credit. So if you get started with us today, I have 5 bonuses that you'll get access to along with the business finance suite. Also, if you have more questions before buying, you can book a 15-minute call with me. There's a link down in the description. It's going to take you to this page. This is where you can actually get started working with us, get started building business credit and getting access to all types of funding for your business. Whether you have bad credit, whether you are a startup or a nonprofit, we can still help you out. Now, if I scroll all the way down here to the bonus section, these are the bonuses that you will get if you sign up today. So you're going to get a bonus 30-minute fast start one-on-one consultation with me. You're going to be able to get a funding blueprint. So we're going to go over your type of business and exactly what you're trying to accomplish, what you need funding for. And I'm going to tell you the fastest way to be able to achieve that goal. Bonus number 2, you're going to get my DIY credit repair ebook. Now, I sell this for $100. You're going to be able to get that for free as well. You'll also be able to get the DIY credit repair letters. I sell that separately. You'll get that for free as well. You'll also get a list of 10 plus credit builder accounts. These are no credit check credit builder accounts. You can boost your score with these credit builder accounts up to 100 points alone without even removing anything off of your credit report. You can boost your score with just these accounts alone. Also, you get access to the secret lenders list. That is where I tell you what lender looks at what credit bureau, and also like the minimum credit score that you may need to get approved for cars, credit cards, loans, and things like that on the personal side. So that's really helpful information. So you're going to get 5 bonuses on top of getting access to the business finance suite. You'll get access to our business advisors. You'll get access to the credit builder, which is inside of the business finance suite. You'll get access to the finance team, which will help you with additional funding options like, again, SBA loans, real estate loans, and more. So if you're serious about building business credit, go ahead and get started. If you have other questions before buying, you can book a 15-minute consultation with me by clicking on contact. Now, disclaimer, you can only book one of these calls. If you do not show up for the call, you will not be able to book another call. No call, no show will result in not being able to book again, because my time is very valuable and I have a lot of people who are inquiring about these services. Also, you cannot call in to try to get free business credit advice, asking me questions on how, you can actually get your score to a certain amount or things like that. This is only for those who are interested in the business finance suite, who have additional questions, or they just want to clarify something that I talked about in the video. So serious inquiries only. The price is on this page, so please do not call asking if you can get a discount or anything like that. It's already discounted. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment down below with your Cash App username. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon notifications. Also, make sure that you like this video if you found this video valuable. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.